All right, we are back with the ultra heavy semifinals between Max Gimenis and Igor Schneider here on mat 3. And the winner of this fight will face the winner of Victor Hugo and Nicholas Marigali on the other side in the finals later today.
Big matches all around here, especially in this ultra heavyweight division. And I'm not just talking about size, I'm talking about importance. I'm talking about the magnitude of the results here. You know, Gimenis had a tough fight with Luis Panza earlier. Schneider racked up a ton of points in his earlier round match against Antonio Zuazu. I need to check exactly how many points that that Schneider scored.
30 points. My God.
Schneider scored 30 points in that earlier match. That's incredible. But it's Gimenis versus Schneider is an interesting match. And Schneider back in this ultra heavyweight division did drop down at one point to super, but he's competing here this weekend. And don't be fooled by this position. It looks like a bad position for some, but he's got a great half guard game, great deep half guard game.
And Schneider had again, a huge match earlier, but Max also had a great match with Luis Panza. It was a very, very tough match. It was like right down to the end. But looked really, really incredible. Just incredible agility, looked fast. We see a lot of pressure coming in with that right knee now. Max kind of using that left leg as a nice kickstand pose, putting all the weight down into his right knee and his right hip.
You know, don't sleep on the fact that Schneider's one of those guys. He's got that great deep half. He's got that very unorthodox game that a lot of people, they would get smashed in, but he really thrives in it. And as you can see, the way he's climbing that right hand up to the belt.
Yeah, this is a great
use
position.
This to sweep. Max is trying to turn into it, but
Max did a great job of stepping over the head and kind of resetting himself out of the deep half. Schneider had the opportunity for a moment to kind of come up or go to the back, but Max just so well versed in how to position his hips in that position, was able to escape. Nice control here on the left-hand side of the underhook, now coming right up towards the mount. This is really, really big for Max. He's going to look for double underhooks here under the armpits, kind of clear both elbows above the head. But Schneider with a big extension.
Look at that. He's going to come up and chase it. He's going to run Max down. He's trying.
This would be 2 points for a sweep if that were the case.
Max manages to square up and sprawl and shut it down.
Yeah, beautiful hip switch. That was like a hip switch into a sprawl.
Yeah.
And it'll be an advantage for each. An almost pass for Max and an almost sweep for Schneider.
Man, honestly though, it's so impressive to see Schneider wrestling up from underneath somebody as big as Max Gimenis though. And
yes.
1 minute you think, oh, he's being smashed. The next minute he's up and he's out and he's running it
pulled
down.
into this quarter guard, right? To this deep half quarter guard that he opted to go there, right? So clearly not afraid or intimidated by the weight and the size and the power of Max.
Oh no, he does great in these positions. A lot of people struggle. You know, it's an awful position for some, but this is better for Max because he's got control of the near side sleeve, and now manages to settle through into the side control. The ankle pops free.
Passes that sleeve over into like a gift wrap style position and starts attacking the far arm. We're going to see an Americana attack here, maybe rush the mount a little bit.
See, I don't think that was such a bad thing though, because he got his points.
Yeah, it puts him back into another passing position.
Yeah.
Or, you know, a position for Schneider to come up on the single. Look, he has the lapel behind the leg. But good head control by Max. The stiff arm here is so important. The body can't go anywhere without the head, right? So if Schneider can't bring his head towards Max's body, he won't be able to sweep. About 6:45 here. Max leading by that 3 points. One advantage apiece. And this knee slide is very strong here, but with that grip that Schneider has around the leg with his left arm, now looking for a belt grip, maybe understanding that the foot is going to be free, but he does want the underhook. And beautiful head positioning by Max too. The left hand on the collar, driving his forehead into that jaw. That is a lot of pressure coming down from the forehead of Max, and he gets another guard pass here as a result.
Pressure. Kind of thing that you try to be careful with your training partners, right? Kind of thing in the gym you do gently, but in competition, full power.
Absolutely, absolutely. Interesting, Max has opened up his own lapel here, and he has it in his hand.
That's a sign.
Now Schneider has it.
Yeah, Schneider's holding on to it, because if he is, then Max can't. And
right.
It's that good old-fashioned side control choke there. But look at this, Max is
nice north-south transition.
He's looking to isolate arms, looking to work the neck, but 6-point lead. That's big for Gimenis.
Yeah, Max does a really good job of switching from side to side when he starts to feel the guard recovery is coming. Now we're going to be looking for a straight armbar, a Kimura grip here. Trying to isolate that far arm. Now Schneider trying to sneak that right hand inside, kind of looking for like a backdoor style escape. But Max again transitions back towards the head. Just such a great job adjusting when he starts to feel the recovery is coming.
Max just in complete control here. He's got that lapel out. He's looking for a possible key lock as well, you can see. But the way that he's got the far side lapel out underneath the armpits, that makes it really difficult for Schneider to turn into him. And now Gimenis is trying to bring his own lapel into play, try and get that good old-fashioned side control choke.
Grabs the knee now. Starting to come up to knee on belly. Exposes the back for him, which is very nice here. Passing the collar through. Could be looking for a possible choke. And back into north-south again. Schneider
doing his best to try and find a way out, but that's easier said than done when you've got somebody as big and as dangerous as Max Gimenis on top of you. Now Max is very close here to making it through into what I believe would be his first World Championship finals as a black belt.
Gonna reset to the center here. 3:52 left. Still hanging on to that 6-point lead. Looking very dominant as Max.
Back into the center of the mats where they will continue.
Be interesting to see if Max opts to keep trying to submit from side control and north-south, or maybe he tries to go into knee on belly or the mount.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody as calm from bottom position as Schneider is right here.
Especially with Max on top of you. No, thank you. And I think it makes sense, too, for Max to stay in side control and north-south. With someone as slippery as Schneider, going into the knee on belly and mount transitions really sometimes can give him just enough space to start to get those escapes that he's very slippery with. We saw earlier, like the deep half style, and he just needs a little bit of room to escape, and Max is definitely not interested in giving that space up.
Even going belly down like this, I love the way that Max is controlling the legs and then goes almost briefly knee ride. Smash pass on top of and staples the leg using his own foot. Hops over to the side. Good movement here from Gimenis. And Gimenis is on the back here. Looks like he's going for the collar choke, but transitions into the mount and then into the knee ride. Amazing movement for such a big man. Gimenis is just non-stop here.
Beautiful windshield wiper. Yeah, that was really nice pummeling of the shins to get back over into side control in a safe spot. Just avoiding the quarter guard, the half guard, not having to deal with the pass anymore.
Yeah, his ability in these positions, his ability to cycle through the attacks. But now they're back up to their feet. Will we see? There it is, return for Gimenis.
So it's debatable whether that was going to be 2. They weren't up for a full 3 seconds to reset the position for the takedown. So it's just a continuation of Max's top position again.
Right. Had they stood up just a second longer, Gimenis would have actually got takedown points for that.
About 140 here left in the semifinals. And the winner of this will go on to face the winner of Marigali versus Victor Hugo on Mount 1.
Yeah, that's going down right now.
It's going to be our ultra heavy final. have a very close match going on over there. Is a little bit different than this
A lot
dominant match
different
we're
to
seeing
this
with
one.
Max.
Yeah, Max is cruising right here against Schneider in this semi-final, whereas that one over there is much more closely contested.
And a rematch from yesterday, right?
Yeah,
the two fought yesterday in the open class.
Absolutes, yeah.
Wow, big back take here from Max, and he even traps the arm almost.
Yeah, but Schneider's able to deny the
Schneider
hooks.
is very slippery.
His defense is so good. It really is. You know, he spent the majority of this match in really awful positions, and yet has never really even come close to being submitted.
Right. Yeah, he's not in danger. Big underhook here from Max. He's going to use his left leg to come over the top and start to pry open that quarter guard here of Schneider, and either go into the mount or cross over into a knee cut. And now back to controlling the hips. But as we know, Schneider likes to be here. This is a good position for him. Like, for some reason, he loves to be in danger here and come up with his quarter guard sweeps, the deep half he's really good at. But Max negates the deep half by preventing Schneider's right arm from going underneath his left leg. Just 10 seconds left. Looks like Max will be cruising into the finals of the Ultra Heavy World Championships later today.
Gimenis moves through into the finals of the Ultra Heavyweight division for the first time in his career here at the IBJJF World Championships.
And really, really love to see that from Max. He is a consistent, talented competitor, always at the top, but hasn't made it to the World Finals until today. So super, super happy to see that for him.
Big results for the big man from GF Team.
And on mat number 3, advancing to the Ultra Heavyweight Final, representing GF Team, that's Gimenis.
Big win.
Goes.
Well, that's it for mat 3, the action. We'll wrap it up here. And the last match taking place on mat 1 right now. And then it's back about 15 minutes after that match is over for the women's finals on the center mat, the championship mat. We'll be right back for all the action later. See you soon.